Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Blue Jaegers. Today, the day has finally arrived. We got the preview for Season 4, Part 3, Core 1. And we'll go into that later. So, I'm going to be giving my reaction to the trailer. Hopefully, I have something new to say, because I know a bunch of people are reacted to it. So, hopefully, this will be better than, not better, but it'll be newer, something new than what we've already seen. So let's get right into it. Immediately, we're getting the beginning of Season 1, or the beginning of the manga, where he's sitting on the tree and he's having his drink. Now, they removed the flowers. Why they would do such a horrendous thing, I have no idea. It's because the flowers are a plot point, not just there just to be there. We know they're a plot point because Armin mentions them in the Trost arc. So I don't know why they removed the flowers. The flowers were beautiful, but unfortunately they removed them. But on the other hand, it is very, very, very good that they added Aaron's dream of Mikasa, presumably, back into this, because that was a big mistake, I think, on Wit's part. Or Isayama's part. I don't know who made that play, but we hopefully will be getting that dream back. Hopefully. So let's continue. Of course, we see him crying. Now, people are saying, I've been saying to people, look, it's over. AoE's done. Because it's going to kill him. We all know this. Their response is, he's sitting down. So, he's sitting down? That is not important to the plot. So yeah, as you can see, he's clearly sitting down. Unlike in the manga, he's sitting down in the tree, he's crying. It doesn't matter, because this was, again, not in there. They're adding this back in and fixing whatever happened. I don't know why they did it, how they did it in Wit, but I always thought that was the biggest evidence for AoE. Why remove such an abhorrent scene from the anime? And it seems like they put it back in. So good. This is very, very good. Good for them. Okay, let's stop here. First off, you see what I'm saying now about being patient? This is absolutely brilliant work here. The tone is set exactly right. We got the Titans looking really good. We got it does look truly horrible. That's what we want, right? We want the Rumbling to really be encapsulated horrifically. Let's take a look at this. I mean, look at that. People are getting trampled. It's very dark. I said the mood is set just right here. We got the child crying, which I don't know. This might be a reach, but it could be a callback to the female Titan arc where that girl was crying. Still has, who knows? But just this utter despair and hopelessness here. And I think one of the chapters is actually called Into the Depths of Despair, 134. In the Depths of Despair, yeah. Yep, I believe that it's chapter, 134, exactly. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, really encapsulating that here. I mean, this is utterly horrifying. And we see the founding Titan here, who's overseeing this rumbling, which, speaking of that, I won't talk about that until later. But yeah, this is just, it's really good. And as you can see here, now, again, I know it's a trailer, so things could get, changed or whatever, and we've seen trailers get changed all the time. The actual anime get changed all the time later on. But these Titans are looking so much better than those horrific ones we got in Part 1. These are looking really, really good, which is another reason why I want Mappa to take their time. Everyone keeps rushing Mappa, come out with the full season already. But yeah, they're complaining about the CGI. Well, it's one or the other. Either they take their time and they have good Titans, or they rush like you want them to, and they make horrible CGI Titans. So this is looking really good. Now, let's... Okay, so Helos is being just been trampled and it's burning now. I mean, this is just. I mean, look at this shot. Look at this shot. This is a really good shot. But besides that, um, Helios is a symbol of triumph over Eldia and Marley. It's like when the Statue of Liberty is like destroyed in movies. It's like that's what it is, but it's more than that because the Statue of Liberty doesn't represent a military victory. This, however, does, and this there might be some other symbolism here. Usually, a shot in Attack on Titan has like 4 or 5 meanings behind it. Again, I'm just reacting to this just now, so I'm not going to catch everything. But this is really good. And this is anime original. For those who don't know, this is really crazy. And if you're anime only, you probably should leave coming into spoilers later. But um, this is good. And then we see this, which I'm probably gonna have to actually fast forward this for a second because it's kind of disturbing. But the body's being burnt. This is again, we as the manga readers, we again I said this before, but we really just wanted the rumbling to be absolutely nailed. And it looks like Mappa is doing an incredible job putting us in that feeling of like this is absolutely horrific. Again, it doesn't matter about your politics. It's horrific nonetheless. And this is Mappa is going right into it and showing all the detail and stuff. So this is good. Now let's get into. Let's continue.
これが自由だ
Oh my gosh. That was the trailer for the final season, part 3, core 1. And I just want to touch on a few things besides it, after the trailer finished. So right now we're going to be talking about AoE, release stuff, housekeeping stuff, release date, adaptation, all that stuff. And then the Freedom Panel. Now, and the first thing I'm going to say is going to relate to the first one and the third one. Now, a lot of AoE bros thought that, by the way, for those who don't know, AoE is anime original ending. And there's a theory going around that there's going to be another ending in the anime. I won't get into that, but I mean, I have done a bunch of videos on it. You can watch those if you want to. But a lot of AoE bros thought that Berserk Eren is at the end of season 1 when he was fighting Annie. His eyes went blue, and he was on fire. And he said, "I will destroy the entire world. I am free." Now, a lot of people thought that meant he was going to, do the full rumbling in the anime, because he obviously didn't do it in the manga. Now, the reason that Berserk Eren was in there was simply to foreshadow 131, right? Not 139, 131. Because, he talks to Ramsey about he expresses his desire to wipe away the world, and he views it as freedom. And then, of course, when he's trampling people, you can see it's sandwiched in between him killing people in the manga, and it probably will be in the anime. But then he says he's free, right? So, in regards to AoE more, I would like to point out that Eren is a kid. Now, I'm a master predictor of this series. I said years ago, and after Annie gets out of her crystal, she was not going to regret what she did. I said Aaron's going to have green eyes during the rumbling. And I put myself out there on the record saying if Aaron's an adult in the Freedom Panel, we were all screwed. And they, of course, the Hope Chads were saying, Hope Chads are AoE people. They're saying, oh, he's going to be an adult, it's going to be this thing. Because, there's a whole bunch of theories, and it's hard to explain to you in a concise manner, but they're basically saying it's a possibility he might be an adult in the Freedom Panel. And I said, if that happens, we're in serious trouble. I'm going to say that right now. And hopefully I'll be able to find the screenshot and put it up here. And he's a kid. He's a kid. So again, I'm serious. Like, AoE's over. Anyway. Just want to get that out of the way. That's no longer relevant to AoE. I mean, it is relevant to AoE, but that's... AoE is getting less and less likely as they're going on. And speaking of the Freedom Panel, guys, it's over. Come on, please. I would implore you to take this time you have. We have until March, which is not that long. I would take this time if you're an AoE bro. Go back, reread the manga, and try to look at it from the retrospect of 139, and try to see if you can learn something new. Find a new appreciation, because you went throughout this entire time from April, which you shouldn't have read it in April if you weren't Japanese, from April to now, April 2021 to now it's January 2023. So in that entire time thinking it's the fake ending and it's supposed to be bad on purpose, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to be getting a good ending in the anime. And I'm sorry, I think it's really time to drop it now, because we've been seeing absolutely nothing but stuff from the manga. Nothing. And now we're going to get See You Later, Eren, which means that Mikasa's not going to die. In fact, Eren's going to die. So I would implore you to take this 45 days and try to accept the fact that you are going to be getting the real ending, the good ending. Now, no, that's out of the way. We're going to be talking about, the release dates and stuff. So this is going to be released on March 3rd this year, which is insane because they usually don't release it that quickly. They usually have the preview and then it comes out much later. No, they released a preview and then they said, yeah, 45 days later we're going to have the first core. That's crazy. Now we can talk about speculation. I think it's going to be like the Tokobon. I think it's going to be, they're going to adapt 131, 132, 133, 134. The next core, they're going to adapt 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139. Right? That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong. They could do it any other way. And again, supposedly this could be a movie. Supposedly. Now, I would be extremely disappointed if it was a movie. Unless it's like a 3-hour movie, in which case, okay, fine. But we have 9 chapters. Mappa's usually, they used to adapt 2 chapters per episode, and now later in the season, Mappa started adapting 1 chapter per episode. So we stick to, and again, the ending they should take their time in the ending. So if we're looking at it like they're taking 1 chapter per episode, and it's 30 minutes for an episode, then I'm right. It should be 6 hours, which would mean 3 hours and 3 hours. So unless they're both 3-hour movies, which again I have no problem with, we'll be fine. However, I don't highly doubt they're gonna have a 3-hour animated movie. I don't think there's even such a thing as a 3-hour animated movie. I don't think such a thing even exists. But we'll see. The episode count. The episode count hasn't come out yet. And that is really going to give us insight into how good its adaptation is going to be. And again, guys, please stop trying to rush Mappa. Mappa can take all the time they need. They should be taking their time on this. And that's kind of weird. Another thing weird that we don't know the episode. Another thing is that it's going to be released on Friday, which is cool because usually they release it on Sunday, which is not cool because people work the next day. And they released it on Monday in Japan, so that's kind of strange. I know Japan, they have a very workaholic culture, so I don't know why you would release something so important on a Monday, but it looks like they're releasing it on Friday. So that's really exciting, and I'm it's good for me as well. It fits with my schedule, so that's really cool. So if I missed anything, make sure to leave in the comments. I'll be getting back to you. And AOE bros, listen, I like you guys. I know you guys a lot. Really, I'm really telling you here, it's over. It's really over for you guys. And just try to enjoy the story for what it is. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it, but it's gonna be good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.